So, a lot of students often find themselves asking, what is so different about college? What is it about these years that make it some of the best years in your life? I decided to sit down with a current college student and ask him what some of the big differences he saw between high school and college.
I guess the biggest difference about between college and high school, for me anyways, was in high school. I went to a private high school and it was really small. It was like a community, like everyone kind of knew each other, and it was really small and family oriented. In college, it's really not like that. There's like a lot of people. You really barely see the same person twice. That was a big change for me when I went to college. Another big difference was like living in the dorms. You have a lot more freedom to do whatever you want. Your parents aren't there to babysit you and tell you to study or anything. That you can study whenever you want and you can party or whatever you want to do. And so that's a huge difference with that. Another big difference between high school and college was that in high school you could really like goof off and not really focus on what you were doing because you kind of had to be there. In college, you're paying for your education, so this is what you're going to be doing for the rest of your life. Like, it's 4 more years and then you're in the real world, and you have to choose your major to get where you want to be in life. I guess the biggest differences between high school and college classes wise was coming from a private school. Like, our classes were about 30 kids max, and when you go to college, if a public college like the one I go to, the classes you're going to are about 500 kids, so it's just such a big huge difference. Another thing is like you in high school you had a relationship with your teacher. Like, you could talk to your teacher about your problems in the class and they would really have a good relationship with you. In college, it's not really the case because they have so many students to take care of that it's really hard for them to find like the time to take care of one particular student at a time, and that makes it kind of hard. Another thing that was cool about going to college is you get to choose the classes you go to. Like, for instance, you can take like fun classes. Like, I've seen classes where people all they do is like go on hikes and stuff like that, or you can take like actual serious like classes like microeconomics. Don't take microeconomics. It's pretty hard. You choose your path when you go to college, whereas the high school is like a set path. You have to take this class, this class, this class, this class. In college, you're kind of more free to do whatever you want to get where you want to get. I guess the best way to make friends, honestly, first week of classes start, you should just go to the person next to you and just start a conversation, because they're like in the same position as you are. They really don't know what's going on in the class either, so it's just really good just to make a conversation with them. Hey, how was your summer? Or like, hey, why'd you take this class, or anything like that, just to get a conversation started. Because like not only will you could possibly make a friend, but you could possibly make like a study buddy. Like, if you have a hard time in the class, you have someone to talk to about the class. So that's a really good way to make friends. Another thing you could do anyways is joining clubs. Like, it's a really good way to make friends. There's fraternities and sororities type of stuff, and also if you're not really into that kind of things, there's also other type of clubs. Like, I'm in an Indian club for example. Another way to make friends, you're gonna live in the dorms, so like obviously you have to make friends with your roommate because you're gonna be living with them for probably the whole semester, the whole quarter, whatever you're doing. And make friends with your hallmates because you're gonna see them a lot, so you don't want to have a bad impression of anyone. And the last thing, honestly, because this is probably the best way to make friends, you have to go to parties. It's just fun for everyone. Everyone likes to go to parties. It's college. It's fun. You loosen up. You get to know people, and there's always those frat parties that you like to go to. But just let loose in college. Is what you're supposed to do. I mean, the best way to prepare for college, I guess, there's something you can really do, but one thing that I think you should really do is look at your emails. You have to look at your emails literally 3 times a day, because professors will send emails out about homeworks or like quizzes or anything like that, and it can come randomly or whenever. And if you don't get on top of your emails, that's going to be really bad news for you. Another thing I could say is just get more organized, I guess, because college, like, it's all about organization. You have to organize manage your time right. That's a big thing. The really, that's all that you have to do in order to prepare for college, though.
So there you have it. Although starting college may be nerve wracking at first, you'll soon be blending in and you'll find out that these 4 years will go by really fast. So don't forget to keep checking back in on parentsandcolleges.com for more tips and information on how to make the most out of your college experience.